Welcome back to the deep dive. You know that moment of just pure digital frustration?
Oh, yeah.
You log into a piece of software you use every single day, and overnight, the whole interface has
Yeah,
changed.
your muscle memory is completely shot. You're just hunting for basic functions.
Exactly. So we took your source material, this really great YouTube how-to guide that tackles this exact pain point, but specifically for QuickBooks Online,
A big one for a lot of people.
a huge one. So our mission today is simple. We're just going to extract the quickest, most actionable steps you need to take to get that comfortable traditional layout back.
Yeah.
We want the classic view.
Right.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, it really is the eternal conflict, developers on one side and the actual power users on the other.
Yeah.
I mean, software platforms are always evolving to look, I guess, simpler, more approachable for new people.
Right, for the new customer.
But for the veterans, the people living in that software day in and day out, any change is just pure disruption. The key insight from the source, though, is that even when QuickBooks shifts its default UI, which is this new business view, they almost always leave a sort of a back door open.
A way to get back to the old, more efficient structure.
Exactly.
And the guide confirms the process is surprisingly quick. I mean, once you're logged in, the whole thing seems to hinge on finding one little icon.
It does. It's the settings gear icon.
Of course.
It's almost always in the top right corner of your screen. That icon is basically the master control panel. If you're struggling with that new look, that's the only place you really need to go.
Okay, so we've clicked the gear.
Right.
I imagine most people are in there looking for an option that says, classic view or revert layout or something obvious.
You'd think so.
But the guide suggests the answer is kind of hidden under some non-obvious terminology. What are we actually looking for inside that menu?
Here's where it gets really interesting. The specific language matters a lot. You're looking for an option that says, switch from business view to accountant view.
Accountant view.
The source really highlights that phrasing because that is the operational key. That's how you tell QuickBooks, hey, I need the comprehensive full layout.
But hold on, why call it accountant view? I mean, doesn't that risk alienating, the small business owner who isn't an accountant but just wants the old familiar feel?
That's a great question. And I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, the term accountant view is basically internal code for expert user.
I think.
When you click that switch, you are intentionally bypassing the streamlined UI, the one designed for maybe occasional use, that's the business view,
Right.
and you're instantly loading the detailed, dense, high-function setup that you need for daily bookkeeping. It gives you that full functional navigation on the side.
Which is what longtime users recognize as the classic setup.
Precisely. It's an immediate shortcut to getting your speed and your muscle memory back.
So if you are feeling lost in that updated QuickBooks interface, the fix is a quick two-step process. Hit the gear icon, then click Switch from Business View to Accountant View.
That's it.
So what does this all mean for you, the user?
Well, it means you have the power to protect your own productivity. You're not totally at the mercy of these forced UI updates.
Yeah.
And what this really underscores is the difference in priorities, right? Developers are prioritizing making the software easy to start using. That's the business view.
Get new people in the door.
Exactly. But established users, they prioritize making the software easy to use quickly. That's the accountant view.
And, that leads to a final provocative thought for you to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Given how simple this switch is and how quickly power users seem to revert, why do companies like QuickBooks keep pouring all these resources into developing a new default UI?
When they know their expert customers will just immediately reject it.
Right. What's the ultimate business goal they're trying to achieve with those forced changes?
Mm-hmm.
Are they really just targeting new users? Or are they maybe trying to redefine what their ideal user looks like?
Something to think about.
As always, before we sign off, this is educational commentary and not medical advice.